Get in. Oh man, who needs chains? This guy don't need chains. That's why it's my go-to putter. That thing is money. You can't see my feet, but I was doing my James Brown dance. What's going on? Welcome back to In the Bag Disc Golf. What we got for you today is another one brand, one round. This time, what we got is DISCMANIA. Not the Evolution line, not the Active line, but straight up, plain Jane, coming at you, right up in you, DISCMANIA. I have quite a few DISCMANIA discs in my bag at all times. But I throw a true mixed bag. I have everything. I have DISCMANIA. I have Dynamic Discs. I have Latitude. I have Westside. I have Castoplast. I have Pro Discus. I have Innova. I have everything in my bag. And most of us are like this. There's so many discs out there. Most of us are carrying mixed bags. But all that set aside, we're going DISCMANIA today. Let's run through the discs that we're going to be using, and then we'll go hit the course. Starting off, our distance driver. This disc is always in my bag. It is the DD2 G line. And honestly, sometimes I have two DD2s. I'll have this one because this one tends to be a little bit more stable. I can throw it flat and hard and just go straight for a long time and then fades out in the end. If it's in a headwind, I'll get a little bit of turn and then it'll finish. I have another one that flies more like a DD2 should and will just ride on me and then fade back and just land center cut. So a lot of times I'll actually have two. But this disc, 13 speed, 5 glide, -2, 2. So the -2, you may think, oh, that's going to be crazy understable, but it's 13 speed, so you really got to get it up to speed to actually get it to turn, you know. So it ends up being a very straight flyer. I don't care who you are, DD2 is a great disc. Always in the bag. Our more overstable driver, it's pretty much a destroyer with more glide. It is the DDX, and I actually got this one in, I think, the first mystery box that I got, and I took it out, I threw it, I loved it. It really reminds me of a destroyer, but it's 12, 6, -1, 2, so it's a destroyer with a little more glide, and why isn't that a good thing? You know, it's a great disc. Our control driver, I guess this would be our fairway driver. I mean, it's a 9 speed, it's a fairway driver, right? 9, 5, -1, 2, coming in CD2. This one's in the G-line plastic. I'm a big fan of G-line and G-Star, depending on, you know, who and where it is. I love the plastic. I can sink my thumb into it. I just get it. So this one is going to be good for us. This is kind of a fairway driver / distance driver. I mean, technically it's a distance driver because it's a 10 speed, but I tend to cut off distance drivers at 10. So 9 and below are fairway drivers, 10 and above are distance drivers. That's generally how I look at it. I know depending on the manufacturer, it's not that way. But in this case, this is a distance driver, and it's a 10-speed, and it's the TD. And which, I mean, just means turning driver. So this is 10, 5, -2, 1. I have a feeling this is going to be a very straight flying disc. I haven't thrown it, but I'm excited to do it because it just feels good in the hand. Like it's a C-line plastic, but it's a grippy C-line plastic. I don't know if it's the run, but this is grippy, and I'm pretty excited to throw this. Kind of get the best of both worlds there, you know. Our other fairway driver, the prototype FD2. This disc I have never thrown before. Not once. I got it. It went in a box. Forgot all about it. Went to do the Discmania video. I'm going through all my Discmania discs. Okay, we're going to use this one. Okay, we're going to use this one. Okay, we're going to use this one. Came across this one. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this disc. Let's use it. So, for the first time ever, you will see me throw this disc. And I've probably had it 2 years. Our mid-range, one of our mid-ranges, MD3. And it's 5503. It's a little beat in. I got this one used. So I'm thinking this is going to be a very straight flying mid-range. Probably hook up in the end because it does have that 3 fade. Our overstable mid-range is going to be this stiff P-line MD4, and it is stiff. Like this thing, it's hard, man. Like if you get hit, somebody throws this disc and you get hit with it, it's gonna hurt. And it's 180 grams. This thing is max weight. 5403. So 5503, 5403. Somebody help me out here. How is this one more stable than this one? MD3, stable. MD4, more stable. But it's almost the same numbers. The only difference is the glide. Somebody explain that to me. Put it in the comments. Explain it. We will be putting with the almighty putter of all time, Imperial Eagle. Whether it's the 1, 2, or the new 3, which I have never putted with it, but I assume it's going to be the same thing. Although what's strange is the new Imperial 3 is not glow. That's weird because the 1 and the 2 are glow. But doesn't matter. This is always in my bag, and you can see because this thing is chewed up. And it will stay in my bag. I have a couple of other ones that I have in the closet just for whenever this thing gets too beaten up. Those are the only discs that we're going to be using today. So let's go hit the course. Hopefully we come up under par. Wish me luck. Discmania. Let's go CD2. Alright, we should have a decent putt there. Alright, so I thought the CD2 got closer than this, but it didn't. So we're going to take the Imperial Eagle. This is the Imperial Eagle 2. And we're going to make this putt from way out here. Oof. Just hyzered right on the back side of the chains. I think one of them's moving. Jeez. Should have been a bird, but it's a par. Oh well. Alright, so hole 2, Discmania, let's go TD. I've never really thrown this one a whole lot, so I'm not really sure how it flies. It seems like it's understable, so let's try to put it out to the left. let it kind of turn over a little bit right and work back into the fairway. And that's what it did. I let it out too far right, but it just flew straight through that gap and just kept going straight. And then when it finally died out and hyzered, we ended up pretty far down there. It looks like about 300, so let's go check. All right, so we ended up on the hill here. We're gonna go MD4, only because I don't have an overstable approach for Discmania. That thing's pretty stable. We should still have a putt though. Alright, we got an actual putt here. So we'll take out old trusty. That's always in the bag, usually for headwind putts or long spin putts or anything like that. Always goes in. Alright, hole 3. Discmania. Let's go DD2 so we get big distance. Well, we got up there where we're almost where that tree in the middle of the fairway is. Actually, we got a good skip off the path. I think we're gonna have an actual putt. Inception time. If you've already watched the evolution video, then you know that DD2 made it up here, not as far as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still a putt. So let's hit another long putt with this bad boy. Try to get it through the tree, like just under the branches and just high enough to get in, but it dropped. It was too low. It was right on line though. I'm gonna tap out with our Eagle. I mean, it's a P2, but it's an Imperial Eagle, so I catch myself all the time just calling it my Eagle. And it's getting hot out here. Sun's starting to creep down, so the wind's picking up, so it's starting to cool off. But this is the last time I do this. I'm shooting 4 videos and 2 rounds, so I'm basically playing 4 rounds, but I did it this way so I didn't actually have to play 4 rounds, but you still feel it. And I'm already getting tired, and we're only on hole 4, so can't let that affect the video though. So let's keep going. All right, let's take the MD4 off the tee here. We took our gap, we're under the basket. Easy birdie. All right, so we're pretty parked here. Just knock out the putt with the MD4. Easy peasy. All right, let's take DDX off the tee. I think we almost aced that. So we actually didn't almost ace it, but we did come close. We actually came up about 6-7 feet short, but not bad. That'll go good for a bird. Let's go CD2. Should be pin high, maybe a little bit short, definitely to the right. I'm thinking 10-15 foot putt. All right, this is a disc that I've had for a long time. Never, ever, ever thrown it. Ever, not even once. It's a prototype FD2. Well, if I would have got it up a little higher, I could have flexed it. It was a good practice shot though. And this one we're about 10 feet. Actually, about 15 feet actually. Yeah, about 15 feet. So either way, it was parked enough for me. All right, good bird. Let's go to hole 7. See if this NB4 can handle an Annie. Well, I didn't put enough Annie on it, but it looks pin high on the left. All right, birdie putt, about 15 feet, maybe 20. Now we're hitting that birdie train. MD3. All right, so that shot was looking real good, and then I slid up to the tree here instead of keeping sliding forward. So we got a long putt. Get in. Oh man, who needs chains? This guy don't need chains. That's why it's my go-to putter. That thing is money. All right, DD2. I'm gonna try to beam this thing low and flat and hard and get all the way through those trees. Oh. Well, I didn't get low enough so it went through the branches, killed it, dropped it on the hill. Yeah, long putt. Imperial Eagle 2. Hyzer. Never had a chance. Never had a chance. That's alright, we'll take a par. And we'll tap out our par. Alright, not a bad round. Not a bad round at all. Oh yeah. Oh, -5, boy. Oh man, it's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, it feels so good. -5. You can't see my feet, but I was doing my James Brown dance. -5. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta give a lot of it to these discs though. Just because I'm familiar with most of them, so we did very well. But some of the ones that we're not real familiar with, we still did well. Case in point, DDX. I've thrown it before, but not a whole lot. Disc flies great, great. Just gone. Got us a birdie. Great disc. I love this disc. Always in the bag. This is my distance disc. It's great. Put it in your bag. TD, gotta tell you, I had a feeling I was gonna like it, and I do, because this thing is dead straight. I put all the power I want on it. Yeah, straight. Love it. CD2. It's a good disc. I'm less enthusiastic with this disc, but it's still a good disc. And it feels good in the hands, and it flew good, but I feel like the other disc would do just as well. But if I had to, could put it in the bag, it'd be fine. Very good disc, but more excited about the others. The prototype FD2. I only threw it once, but why did I only throw it once? Because I didn't even throw it that well. I threw it at the ground and it still just went straight. I mean, if I would have put it up higher, I would have got a really good flex shot out of it. But it's a good overstable fairway driver. I don't know how the regular FD2 flies. I have thrown FD3, but This seemed very similar to the FE3, but I'd have to put more work into with this disc to really tell you what I think. MD3, straight, just straight. I mean, I don't know if it's because it's used and it's kind of beat up a little bit. It is C-line, so they kind of hold what they are, but it's just straight. I think this 5503, I think should say 5402. Then that's how this flies. Stiff P-line MD4. These numbers are accurate. Same numbers as these except for the glide. Way more stable. This is straight. Putting. Bam. Money all day. Always. If you don't have this putter, if you've never putted with this putter, go get this putter. Even if it's not the Imperial Eagle version, if you know it's not Eagle McMahon's, just go get a P2 and putt with it. There's a reason why that's one of the top selling putters of all time. Because it's great. But -5, fantastic. We hope you enjoyed watching. It's not often we get a great score like that. But we want to remind you to like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Click this little guy right here, subscribe right now. Check out some of these videos. You may catch some discs that you've been looking at, weren't sure you wanted to buy. Now you know how it flies. But we'll see you next time on In the Bag Disc Golf.